and welcome to a new Tech Tuesday video. In this video, we are going to be looking at some new features that are in Google Classroom, but anybody can use them. If you look in here first, I want to bring your attention to this 2-hour course for generative AI for educators. This would really help you learn more about generative AI and how to implement it in your classroom for yourself and for students. So just maybe take a look at that if you ever find yourself wanting to learn more on your own. But the purpose of this video is to talk about this new little feature here in Classroom that says Gemini. So if I click on Gemini, you're going to see these new tools within Google Classroom that may remind you of, I don't know, Magic School maybe? So I want to talk about some of these new generators that are in here. And I want to bring your attention to something that you need to know. Do you see these generators that have the little Gemini logo on them? What happens here is it's going to take you directly into Gemini. And it's going to have a prompt pre-made, but you're going to have to interact with it in order to get what you want. So let's say that we want to brainstorm real-world examples, okay? So as you can see, it's going to take me over to Gemini. And here is the role and task. So it's telling Gemini that you are this type of person, and they're going to be guiding us through the process. And here are all the things that it's going to have to do. And as you can see, that's a lot of information that they're putting in on the back end. Here is what the AI is saying. I'm here to help you get started on real-world connections. Ask you some questions and be sure to tailor the examples to your class, content, and style. Can you tell me a little bit about how you plan to use these real-world examples? I'm going to say I plan to use them to help my students understand how shapes let's say now it's going to think for a minute. And then the concept feels immediate and tangible. Can you tell us the grade level of your students and specific learning objective or topic? So as you can see, it's going to walk you through the process of coming up with all these different pieces, and it'll make you think about what you're trying to do, but then bring in those real world examples by the end of it. Going back into Google Classroom, let's take a look at this Build a Choice board. Here, it's a little bit more like Magic School. You can tell it the grade level. So let's say we want to do 4th grade. And our topic is multiplying decimals. And we're going to say Texas Teaks to make sure that we have that there. And then we want to click Generate Learning Objectives. So it's going to give us 2 objectives for multiplying decimals. And then we're going to click Generate. Again, if I didn't like those learning objectives, I could go back and edit them. Now, here is a choice board for 4th grade multiplying decimals. And I can rename it if I would like to, but click this down button and you'll see the learning objectives. And I can always edit the details, change the name, all of that. I could even upload additional context like a unit plan or a chapter. Here are the choices that the students will have. And here is where you can either go ahead and send it to the class that you want to send it to. So you can assign it to a class as an assignment, quiz, question, material, whatever you would like to. Or you can export it to Docs and then work on it a little bit more yourself. But that is one of the new features that is here. Now, there's tackle common misconceptions. So here again, let's say we're going to be doing, sorry, okay. Let's keep this a little more simple. But again, whatever your topic is, whatever you are teaching, you can go in here and you can add in all the information, and then it will give you misconceptions that students might have, and then strategies to address the misconception. And again, you can export it to docs right here. Okay, so in Gemini, you also have the ability to translate text, to do so much in here. So take a look, play around a little bit. Don't hesitate to reach out for help if you have any questions or need any support in learning how to use these new amazing tools that Google put into Classroom for you.